Advancing medicines and changing lives. That is what you can be a part of when you sign up to help Noble Clinical Research. Dr.
Dina Peterson, family physician and research specialist, joins us now to discuss. Doctor, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, both of you.
It's a pleasure to see you here. So this gives people a chance to be part of something larger than themselves,
Truly.
Advancing medicine. And so we kind of touched at the top, advancing medicines, changing lives, but expand a little bit more on what you and your team do there.
My team and I conduct clinical trials, research studies on new medicines to make sure that they're safe and effective. By the time a study comes to our site, it's already been tested quite a bit, a new medicine. So a lot of safety data has already accumulated. Once enough safety data has accumulated and the medicine's been shown to be both safe and effective, then the drug company can apply to the FDA to get approval.
And these medicines are really important. Explain why.
You know, as a family doctor for 20 years, I've learned that not all medicines work for all people, and sometimes more than one treatment is required to adequately treat a medical problem. We all know that chronic medical problems really can influence a person's quality of life. For example, with knee pain from osteoarthritis, everything hurts. Hiking, walking, getting in and out of the car. We're testing a medicine right now that looks really promising, so the more people we can get on study, the sooner this treatment can be available to people.
Right, and that's sort of the easy answer to people saying, well, why do we need new medicines? You know, it's because, like you said, not one medicine fits everybody. And so let's talk about the different types that you do research on there.
We really test treatments for many different types of medical problems. We do a lot of osteoarthritis studies, but we also right now have a study for depression, for people who are being treated for depression, but it's inadequate. For years, we have only had one medicine that we could add on to their background medicine to help boost it, to balance the neurotransmitters. And so now this study is testing a new one so that we would finally have a second one available. We're also doing an insomnia study, which offers volunteers an opportunity to have a sleep study for free. People with sleep trouble often cannot get a sleep study approved by their insurance company, and they're quite expensive. So when people volunteer for that study, if they get to that point, they get a free sleep study, and there are a lot of people with sleep problems, so it would help a lot of people.
And with depression as well. So if you come to the clinic and you want to volunteer for not only just the sleep part of the research, but maybe with the depression or something else that you do, what can we expect?
Well, before anyone even comes into our research site, we spend quite a bit of time with them on the phone, asking them a lot of questions to make sure that the study would be right for them. Then they come in and we ask more questions. Oftentimes there's testing, such as an ECG or a blood test, and then a physical exam, obviously. After the appointment, there may be additional testing. If somebody is applying for the osteoarthritis trial, they may go have an x-ray to make sure that they have adequate level of osteoarthritis in their knee. Or for the sleep study, or for the insomnia trial, then they may go have an overnight sleep study so that they would see if they qualify.
So a lot of thorough preparing for being a part of this research.
Right.
And along with the benefits of, say, getting a sleep study for free, they don't have to pay. It's the opposite. Right.
It is the opposite. Volunteers are compensated for their time and travel effort, and that ranges from anywhere from $500 to $2,500, depending on the amount of effort that they have to put forth.
And I would imagine you like this because you know you're helping so many people. What are some of the responses that you get from people who you've helped?
Oh boy, people, we've tested one medicine that will probably come to the market next year that helps relieve knee pain from osteoarthritis. And people are just so grateful to be able to get back to their activities and have that relief. It's really wonderful. You know, as a family doctor, I was able to help people one-on-one, and that was very satisfying. But in this work, I'm able to help my efforts, as well as those of my team, can help hundreds, if not thousands of people.
Yeah, that's pretty gratifying.
Very gratifying. Last fall, a new treatment for influenza was approved, a single dose, and it really looks very, very promising. And my team and I worked very hard on that study, so we're very pleased to have been involved in that.
Congratulations
Thank
with that.
Very satisfying.
Right, like you said, I think it's a dream for any doctor to be able to help that many people, and you're inviting people to come into that fold and help you in your efforts. So Thank
Yes,
you.
and you know, I tell volunteers without their efforts, we wouldn't have any medicines.
Yes.
It's really a tremendous gift that they give.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you.
And if you would like to learn more about Noble Clinical Research, you can go to their website, nobleclinicalresearch.com, or you can call them at 520-612-7860. You're watching The Morning Blend.